Hello, this is Reiki Master Angelia with Works of Heart's Reiki 2 and Natural Complementary Healing Program training. This is part 12. Last time we left off on the simple 3-minute meditation. This time we're going to be starting on, more sounds that you can use to chant in your meditation. We're going to talk about the activating tone, its chakra, its color, its attribute, and its process. So the first one is Ram. Usually it's pronounced Ram. The chakra is your root chakra. The color is magenta. The attribute is movement or wisdom to achieve. The process is anger and regret. The next one is A. Its chakra is sacral. Its color is orange or white. Its attribute is truth. And its process is fear, illusion, and falsehood. E. Its chakra is the solar plexus. Its color is golden yellow. Its attribute is divine inner voice. Its process is guilt or loss of power. E. Its chakra is the heart chakra. Its color is cobalt blue. Its attribute is the hologram. Its process is abandonment and separation. O. Its chakra is the throat. Its color is bayberry blue. Its attribute is universal languages. Its process is misunderstanding. U. Its chakra is the third eye. Its color is indigo. Its attribute is awakening. And its process is closed-minded or static. Activating tone is Om. The chakra is the crown. The color is purple. The attribute is connection or leadership. And the process is lower self-will. And activating your tone for your angel or fairy center, the color would be turquoise. The attribute would be joy or self-love. And the process would be pain. That's also, for the Om. It's, again, talks about your different belief systems and who you believe your higher power is. Okay, now we're going to talk about your chakra, the seed sound, and the Asana, which is a yoga pose, for those of you who might not know that. The Sahasrara, or the crown chakra, its seed sound is Ah. Asana is the dolphin pose. The Ajna, or brow chakra, its seed sound is Om. Its asana is spinal twists. The Vishuddha, or the throat chakra, the seed sound is Hum. Its asana is the lion. The Anahata, or heart chakra, its seed sound is Yam. Its asana is the Sphinx or cobra. The Manipura chakra at the solar plexus, the seed sound is Ram. The asana is warrior poses. The Svadhisthana, or the sacral chakra, and its seed sound is Vam. And its asana is forward bends. The Muladhara, or root chakra, the seed sound is Lam, and the asanas are balancing poses. So there's some, that you can do. Namaste. Daily toning practices to raise your vibrations. And this is from some research done by Reverend Patrice Joy. Toning is another use of sound through voice as an instrument for healing. This The term was first used by Laurel Elizabeth Keyes in her book of the early 1960s called Toning. This has become another classic in the field of sound healing. She describes toning as an ancient method of healing which restores the harmonic patterns. This means being able to rectify and remove disharmonies through tonal vibration, allowing the natural joy and spontaneity to flow outward from within. This affects the electromagnetic energy of the individual. Thoughts by everyone are literally thrown into an energy force, creating either positive or negative frequencies. Since we all live among a sea of personalities, it is important to clean and reestablish our field pattern every day to stabilize at higher vibratory levels. She says that vocally created sound is a therapeutic tool as well as a pain release. She says the dialogue with the body parts and the static pain make the toning sounds that your pain speaks. She instructs each person to arise in joyous enthusiasm and know that every word spoken or sound made, including all thought patterns, sets in motion either harmony or discord in our lives. So you are what you say. In his book, Sacred Power of the Name, Ted Andrews tells the life lessons associated with the vowels and letters in a person's name. Toning your name and imagining that each time is like a bell calling your deeper self awake into empowerment. Excuse me, I got kind of weird thing going off when my mouth. Lost another piece of my jawbone the other day. Tone I-E for neurological function. This sound is to aid in control of habits and feelings and is used for nerve disorders and strokes. Tone Ah to purify or break up crystallized structures and open energy flow and meridians. Tone E as in head, to stimulate cellular growth, blood circulation, and metabolism. Tone High, Hu, Ka, Ku, to improve function of the glands. Tone Xiu, Ni, to clean the lungs of stale air. Empty with toning groans. Tone E, to relieve headaches and increase mental clarity and stimulate brain cells. Tone Ho, to install hope, confidence, and joy as it relieves depression. Tone I, for internal control, used in addiction and habit control. Tone Chui Hong, for the kidneys. Tone More, to clear nasal cavities. Tone Alt is the sound used to cleanse and unify. Tone Ki Ha, for the physical heart functions and circulation. Tone Shu Pa, for the liver. Tone Mi Su, for the spleen. Tone O, to increase mental clarity, stimulate brain cells, and relieve pain. Some holistic modalities such as yoga, asanas, and trance dancing use movement to clear energy. Others use nutrition, sound, breath, stones, imagery and intention, sacred geometry, and light vibrations. For more information or to schedule a private session or a group class, you can probably contact Patrice Joy. I don't know if she's still doing that or not. But if not, I'm retired. I'm not doing that stuff anymore. You can certainly Google, Reiki practitioners in your area, and I'm sure you can find one. Chakra toning. Open with the sound of 5 chimes of Tibetan bowl or bells to welcome the 4 elements and spirit. I have a bell. I haven't made the investment in a bowl. They're not cheap. However, I will do distance Reiki for you. Don't think I've given up totally on you. I will do distance Reiki for you. Toning of vowels can be associated with the cardinal points and the physical body. Follow each sound with silence to absorb the tonal essence. A relates to earth element of north. Opens chest cavity, heart and body as a whole. E relates to air element of the east. Opens upper chest, throat and head regions. I relates to fire element of south. Opens back of the head and skull regions. O relates to water element of west. Opens lower trunk, abdomen, solar plexus, and groin. U relates to the truth roundabout. Opens pelvis, hips, feet, and lower body. Use the chromatic scale to tone do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Sure, we've all heard that one. To align chakras. Toning gives a personal and internal value as well as global healing. Follow each sound with silence to absorb the tonal essence. So you'd want to tone for, as long as you could with an in-breath. And take a moment afterwards. Tone sacred vow bija mantra, followed by silence at the close to circulate the vibrations. Tone lam for the root chakra, whose color is red. Tone vam for the sacral chakra, which color is orange. Tone ram for the solar plexus chakra, which color is the yellow gold sun, source of power. Tone yam for the heart chakra, which is green. Tone hum for the throat chakra, which is blue. Tone om for the third eye chakra, which is indigo. And tone for the crown chakra, which is purple. Energize the auric field by charging with listed gemstones and qualities, if you believe in that sort of thing. Follow each tone with silence. Begin at the root, progressing upwards through each chakra. Tone as in bug, for grounding and power. Its stones are garnet and bloodstone. Tone U, as in you, for creativity and nurturing. Its stones are carnelian and moonstone. Tone O, as in go, for self-esteem and empowerment of the noble child. Its stones are citrine and amber. Tone A, as in say, for enhancing compassion and pure love. Its stones are jade and rose quartz. Tone I, as in I, for speaking and hearing wisdom and truth. Its stones are lapis and turquoise. Tone E, as in me, for oneness in relationship to all things, as in amethyst and opal. Tone Ner, for celestial light and angelic vibrations. The stones are peridot and rutilated quartz. Tone O, for enriching inner divinity. Its stones are quartz crystal and Herkimer diamond. Tone the following chants to align with your higher self. May, me, my, more, her, sang, ni, ning, nong, wow, Tone Subhan Allah, pronounced Subhan Allah, to bring back our true nature, which is purity. Tone Sao Pa Hol, to attune to the universal group consciousness. Tone your name 3 times. After the 3rd time, follow with silence. Tone one personal mantra 3 times, and that can be anything that helps you. I am brilliant. I am wonderful. I am whatever you want you to be. Put that in there. Your own personal mantra. Then follow with silence. The sound of silence in the crown chakra is the ever-present base from which sound arises. Go to origin of sound within yourself. Experience your own personal sound. To hear the sound of silence, place your first finger in your ear, so it will be, like that. Press firmly to close the ears. Close with, I know we're not supposed to do that right now because of Corona, but, if you're by yourself and your hands are clean. Close with 5 chimes of the Tibetan bowl or bells to thank the 4 elements and spirit. The universe is alive with sound, and within all sounds are harmonics. Harmonics, also known as overtones, are a phenomenon of sound that occurs whenever sound is created. Normally, we perceive what seems like single tones when we hear a noise struck on a musical instrument. Our voices and other sound sources are in reality not pure tones, but mixtures of pure tones called partials. The lowest such frequency is called the fundamental. All partials higher in frequency than the fundamental are referred to as overtones. Sound is a vibrational energy which takes the form of waves. These waves are scientifically measured in units called hertz, which measure the cycles per second that energy creates. This rate is subjectively experienced as pitch. No other instrument is capable of the wide range of sonics found in the human voice, and in fact, many were created to emulate the various qualities of vocal sound and textures. The human voice can go from the growl-like depths of the Tibetan monks to the bird-like qualities found in South American Indian tribes. Humans can create an extraordinary spectrum of frequency and timbre using our voices and make sounds not found anywhere else in nature. Humans are radiating sound waves. Therefore, our fields are sonic. Harmony in these fields can bring improved health. Sound is ultrasonic beams of light, which rearranges molecules. Sound can be used to affect and change brain waves. The vibration of music can create relaxation and focus. A calm mind and relaxed body vibrates at a higher frequency. Steve Halpern's Soundscapes is an excellent choice to accomplish this effect. These meditative sounds attune the listener to nature. Other selections include UZ, Music for Zen Meditation. Energy in humans is related to energy in nature. Goethe, a German 18th century scientist, describes architecture as frozen music, using the ratio to form an octave. A proportion known as the golden section is a geometric ration which relates to the human body proportion of major sixth, 3/5, and minor sixth, 5/8. These rations are also found in the plant and animal kingdoms. Listening to the sounds of dolphins, whales, and wolves brings inner harmony as these ratios balance. Sound is vibration, and vibration is music in a 3-dimensional form. Italian surgeon Dr. Gaetano Zappallo, as reported in the New York Journal of Medicine, claims that his studies show that classical music exerts a powerful influence on health. Pachelbel's Canon in D major and Mozart's Piano Concerto No. 21 in C major tend to facilitate a creative perspective on problem solving. A number of classical selections can be used. For example, Bach soothes indigestion. Mozart relieves rheumatic pain. Schubert puts insomniacs to sleep, and Handel eases emotional problems. Harp music, well known for its calming effect, is used at the University of Massachusetts Medical Center to help sick people reduce stress and stop taking habit-forming drugs. Flute music and wind instruments open the lungs. The violin and other stringed instruments have been used to help the heart. The Four Seasons, Opus 10 Flute Concerti, and Bach's Goldberg Variations are appropriate. Its restful rhythm results in deeper relaxation as people's pulse rate and biological rhythms synchronize with the beat of the music. John Ballou has written Music and Sound in the Healing Arts, in which music relates to the elements and to nature. In Ted Andrews' book, Music Therapy for Non-Musicians, he gives a summary of musical guidelines for vocal remedies, combined with yoga asanas, aromas, and affirmation for the muscular, skeletal, respiratory, digestive, reproduction, nervous systems, and for all major glands, organs, and chakras in the auric field as well. The tonal healing of vowels is emphasized by Ted Andrews in his book entitled The Sacred Power of the Name. In this, he explains every letter in a person's name has a different energy vibration and reveals the person's specific life lessons. Name analysis gives great insights into why certain relationships are present and what is the lesson to be learned. The person's vibration level raises as lessons are applied. Kabbalah practice believes chanting vowel sounds has the ability to connect the chanter with divine. Leah Maggie Garfield in Sound Medicine writes, toning is a system of healing that utilizes vowel sounds to alter vibrations in every molecule and cell in the body. Word imprints are the vibrational composite of letters which form a word. If the word is not raising the quality of self-love, it is lowering the overall frequency and the stability of the person in regard to mind, body, and spiritual well-being. The words one says have a direct effect on the energy level and level of health. Mind is the initiator. Thoughts create a thought form, which is a composite of vibration. Through sound, remnants of repeated struggles and trauma can remove from a person's core thought patterns and the vibrations created in the auric field align to attract success. Self-hypnotherapy can be used to filter certain thoughts such as fear, anger, and guilt, which create emotional responses having a slower, dense field of lower frequency. Mental imagery can be used to evoke thoughts of peace, joy, and love to create an extremely high field of energy attracting celestial vibrations and desired outcomes. Abraham Hicks' publication states that belief that this is a vibrationally based universe. Everything vibrates, and the law of attraction sorts out matching vibrational frequencies. In the same way that when you turn on your radio, you're going to receive the signal that your radio is turned to. It gives everybody exactly what they're tuned into. Our feelings tell us what vibrational frequency we are tuned to. It will return it to you precisely what you are putting out. Your words attract what you expect. What you say is what you get in the law of vibrational attraction. It is critically important to visualize what you do want instead of what you don't want. The mind acts as a vibrational force field, drawing to it what is programmed within. The visualization must be vivid and specific to get effective manifestation. A purposeful intention is to be emphasized with emotional desire. This theory also states that the only reason that an individual is not living happily ever after in the here and now is because the individual is holding incompatible vibrations. You know you are in alignment with the source energy when you feel good. When you remember something and feel guilty, you can't go back and change what happened, literally. It has nothing to do with you in the present time except by you holding it in your thoughts. The only thing that has anything to do with your now is what you are letting in. Maxwell Maltz, plastic surgeon, wrote about the power of mental imagery to create emotional and physiological changes in the body in his book Psycho-Cybernetics. The study of neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP as some people know it. I looked at it for a little while and decided it really wasn't something I was interested in studying, but some people do, and you might look into that if you're interested. Takes this further into using the power of mind to reprogramming all past harmful experience with a timeline. In this experience, an imagery recreates a positive, fulfilling happening at the alpha brainwave level to replace the original. Body tapping and kinesiology connect this into the neurological system and hemisphere synchronization of the whole brain. Dr. Broth Joy, MD, has been a pioneer in vibrational healing since his residency at Mayo Clinic in 1966. His book, Joy's Way, expands the vision of the unrealized potential of the radiating body energy fields. Don Campbell, Kay Garden, Peter Michael Hamill, Dr. McClellan, Jonathan Goldman have all published insightful systems for healing with sound. Sherry Edwards, founder of Sound Health, recovers missing sounds in the body to restore balance and heal diseases. Toning is the use of sound through voice as an instrument for healing. I'm lost. My brain went cuckoo. This term was first used by Laurel Elizabeth Keyes in her book of the early 1960s called Toning. This has become another classic in the field of sound healing. She describes toning as an ancient method of healing which restores the harmonic patterns. This means being able to rectify and remove disharmonies through tonal vibration, allowing the natural joy and spontaneity to flow outward from within. This affects the electromagnetic energy of the individual. I have to pause for a second. Sorry about that. Sorry, another political ad. Crazy, 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 crazy. Alright, she describes toning as an ancient method of healing which restores the harmonic patterns. This means being able to rectify and remove disharmonies through tonal vibration, allowing the natural joy and spontaneity to flow outward from within. This affects the electromagnetic energy of the individual. Thoughts by everyone are literally thrown into an energy force, creating either positive or negative frequencies. Since we all live amidst a sea of personalities, it's important to clean and reestablish our field pattern every day to stabilize at higher vibrational levels. She says vocally created sound is therapeutic as a tool as well as pain release. She said to dialogue with body parts and the pain held and make the toning release. Oh gosh. The sound that your pain speaks. And then remember they were talking about that a while ago. Instructs each person to rise with the enthusiasm and toning the vowels. Again, the other person was talking about that too. Okay. Idle words and gossip, hostile, doubting thoughts can leave their mark. Ms. Keys used primarily vowels and toning, though it does incorporate consonants to create syllables in sighing, moaning, and humming sounds. Toning differs from chanting because toning is simply elongation of letter sounds. And you heard our bell. So that's all for today. I hope you found this educational and informational. I found out just today that the link does not work anymore to the GoFundMe. I think someone may have found that out a while back because they asked me if I had any other way to donate, and I do not because, you know, I'm trying to keep this as simple as I can so that when I'm no longer here, my family can dismantle everything easily enough. So for now, I guess you're getting my life's work free of charge. You are anyway, but you know, it's nice for people to appreciate you and give you a little, you know, gift every now and then because, like I said, this is my life work and I'm now sharing it with you guys, you know, so that it will be out there and so this knowledge can be out there, you know, when I am no longer here. Which if, you know, I keep losing pieces of bones, it will probably be sooner rather than later. But anyway, that's all for now. Until next time.